Chris Gollin with NewsDaytonaBeach.com. First of all, congratulations again. So you're no stranger to the situation of having to sit out of the car for a little bit and watch someone else drive your car, albeit your situation was considerably more, serious. Did you notice any distinct similarities or differences in how Connor kind of handled that tonight versus how that journey was for you?
We told him, we pick on him, tell him that we're going to have to put in his bio that he's often injured, so that anybody trying to scout him for the Cup Series would be hesitant to pick him up, kind of like a football player. But I think he still has. He seems to have a really good handle on the perspective and patience, and he feels so foolish for how this all went down, and I can understand he doesn't love having to sort of live that experience and discuss it, and he'd love for it to disappear and never be talked about again. But so that's kind of been tough for him, I think, is to have made felt so foolish. Even tonight, when he got in the car, he's thanking everybody and told Parker thanks for filling in for him being a dumbass. So he feels some guilt and responsibility, but he's young and has the whole world in front of him, and I think he feels it's a different thing, I think, when you're on the other end of things and you're toward the end of your career and you're sort of having a hard time staying behind the wheel of the car. That's a little more difficult to handle. But as a young guy like him, he knows he's got the whole world in front of him and everything's going to work itself out. He's got some great people around him too. His family, his mom, his dad. He's got some good people, great team. So everybody's excited about him, So he's got some good things to help him get through moments like that.
Terry Savston with WNDB. Connor's 18 years old. I mean, you were 23 when you had your first win, and that's a 5-year difference. And to put 6 wins in one season, I mean, this is a young man, even with the challenge of what he's gone through. It's amazing to see where he's at and what's going on. And you're lucky to have him as part of your team at this age. I mean, to pull him in and literally, as he's gone through this transition, has been impressive.
It is. You're right. Yeah. I think there's a lot of Cup owners in the garage right now wishing they'd have known about this hot secret. I didn't even know about it till this year. I mean, we saw what he did at the truck at COTA. Everybody was pretty impressed with that qualifying effort. But I raced against him in the Cars Tour at Florence a time or two, and he was all right. He run pretty good. But he's still kind of holding his oval skills, and it really just all came together in the middle of this season. We started the year, and we went to a couple races, and he overdrove the car and get the tires mad, and couldn't really make long run speed, and wouldn't be in a good spot late in the race because of how hard he drive the car and abuse the tire. And he found a groove, found a way to really kind of make pace, make speed and drive the car straight and keep the tires happy, and then he found himself with opportunities to be there at the end and win races, and his sort of evolution as an oval driver has been fascinating this year, and so it'll be a whole different ball game. He gets in the Cup Series now. I'm sure it's going to work out for him if everything goes well. He's going to be fine, but that's a whole nother league in itself. But yeah, he's in a great situation, really incredible crew, HMS power under the hood, best motors in the garage. I mean, all those things are making his job easier. Marty Lindley's an incredible crew chief, and Marty Lindley knows how to make those cars handle and drive right. Got a really, really good team around him with his car chief, Pat, and all those guys. So he's just he's driving the best one. I'd say that 88 car is one of the best teams in the garage, So he's in a good spot to really, figure it out and shine. And a lot of these guys, maybe, when you're young and you're driving a car that does everything right, it's easier to learn. Your learning curve is a lot quicker, I think, as opposed to some guys that don't get the chance to drive such elite equipment. It's harder for them to understand, even know what the car's capable of doing, right? And so he even said that in an interview earlier in the year. He's like, I really don't know what the car can do or what the car's capable of doing, and how much do I need to ask Marty to fix, because I'm not sure what's possible. You know, he really didn't know. But they eventually got some cars underneath him, and he's like, holy shit, okay, now I know what I need to look for. Now I know what I can ask for. Now I know what's possible. This thing flew through the corner. Now I know I can expect that and ask for it, and we can work on it and try to achieve it. So that was something, all this has happened in this course of this year, so it's been pretty fun to watch.